Hi crafters, Karen here, and in today's video, it's all about another Smash Your Stash collaboration series hosted by Beth from Bourbon Creek Crafts. For the month of March, our theme is to focus on individual papers, whether it be pattern papers, cardstock, anything that is not part of a kit. So I was going through my stash and I had come across these 8x8 pattern papers. There's colored cardstock in here, and it's just sitting in my stash. Haven't really been using it, and I thought, you know what, we're going to start using it. So I thought that I would work on, well, it doesn't look like I might have done a whole lot, but when you see what I made, the cards that I made with it, I was able to tackle quite a bit. So this is just a reminder to myself that 8x8 papers, they count just as much as 12x12, 6x6, or 6x8. So let me get this out of the way. And with that paper, those individual papers, this is what I made. So I have 27 cards here total in this pile, and that's just from that 8x8 stack of pattern paper. So what I did is I made 10 happy birthday cards, and you can see I have some are the same, some are different. Let me show you the sheet load here, because I did bring in sheet loads because these cards are going to Cards for Cubs. That happens every year in March, and now that we are in March, I've got just a couple more weeks to get some more cards done, and I try to get as much as I can before I send them out. So I definitely wanted a simple template. So this called for 2 pattern paper sheets, and again, I just cut them down to size, made a very simple sentiment, and I just thought that those flowers and stripes would go really well together. And some of the papers in the pack, even though they had their colors were the same, the patterns were too busy to put together. So here you can see I've got ladybugs and I've got stripes, and that's what these are here. And then I've also got the polka dots with those ladybugs. I really do love this paper set. It's really, really cute. Well, not really paper set, but papers individual papers. All right. And then I made a set of 10 encouragement, and these are the I Believe in You. So again, I love these color combinations. I had these stripes and these flowers, so I brought those in, and I believe I made 5 of each. So 5 flowers on top, and then the stripes on the back, and then 5 with the other way around. So now the flowers in the background, and then the stripes there on the top. And I just thought that I Believe in You, that the color ink, that's one of my VersaFine Claire inks. I think, I forgot what it's called, Paradise maybe, but I just thought that was a great blue. It picked up, definitely these blues, these darker shaded blues here in the pattern paper. All right, and then my last 7, I also did encouragement, and I just brought in a You Can Do It sentiment. And again, same kind of thing, stripes with flowers. Here I have basically like a spring pattern paper here with words on them. Then I had these nice, pretty bluish circles. I thought that would go really well with the wording. I also had this really pretty floral with the lattice background there, and I was able to get 2 cards with that. So, okay, that is 27 cards with the August 23 sheet load. And then these 2 cards here, this was just, I had 2 8x8 size of that foil floral pattern paper. And I just cut it down to where I could get those flowers as much as I can on the card front. So one of them I just cut down and I put on right on top of the card base. And then the other one, I trimmed down a little bit less. This is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I layered it on, I'm not really sure what color foil that is. It's not gold, maybe nickel brush. I'm not really sure. And then I had some of the cardstock that was that same color, and I just layered that on top and then just brought in some encouragement sentiments for that. All right, now we're going to move into the April 2024 sheet load, and I was able to make 16 cards with this. Now, these papers here, these are now just random sheets that I have in my stash. These were 12 by 12. Actually, in fact, my buffalo check, that was actually 8.5 by 11. I had some random sheets, so I had put these two together. Now, when you look at the sketch, I pretty much followed it the same. The only thing here is when I started cutting them to try to match this, I cut them incorrectly. So I think I did like just a few of them like that. But then you go in and then here, I just went back, I looked at the instructions, and then I was able to cut them right. And this sentiment was actually a sentiment that I got from Michael's years and years ago. It was a stamp set, stencils, that kind of deal. And then so here you see now I just flipped the papers around. I have now the birds on the back, and then I have the buffalo check there on the forefront. And they're all pretty much the same sentiments, same papers, nothing on the insides. I left everything blank on the insides. They are top fold cards. So again, that was 16 cards there for that sheet load. And then for my last sheet load, I brought in the January 2020, and so I did 2 sets here. So I did a total of 24. So my first 12, I basically did, let's see here. For this background here, this little scalloped border, I did have that in my stash, put that in there. And my gingham, I brought in, I had some of this gingham, just, loose sheets of that. And I had a light pink. And then here you can see I have a darker pink. So I just changed the sentiments for all of these. But I'll just show you. And then I had some of this foil cardstock in my stash, and I brought that out. I was trying to match the purple that you see in the birds. And I had another VersaFine Claire ink. This is one of their newer ones. That one, I don't remember the name of that. And then I had the Brutus Monroe, You Are Awesome, I like really, really awesome sentiment stamp. And I thought that would be a great encouragement card. And then these are the flip of these. So now the gingham is on top, and then the birds are on the bottom. And they're all pretty much the same. So again, the scallop border, I do have that Stampin' Up! Border punch that does that. And those are pretty much that set. And then for my last set, again, I changed up the sentiments. And then I did change up my border. Now, out of the 2 sets, in my personal preference, I prefer this border better. It lined up better for me, and it's thinner, and I was able to, just adhere it over the top of these 2 pieces. For this, you have to adhere it behind. I mean, it's not a problem. You just adhere it to the back and then layer it on. But some of my measurements was, they weren't spot on. And then I brought back that do one thing every day that makes you happy sentiment. And I love that sentiment. So again, that is in VersaFine Claire ink. This one is called Charming Pink. And so I have those. And again, the same foil. And in fact, this foil is a little bit lighter than this one. I don't know if you can really tell the difference, see it too well there, but one is just a little bit lighter than the other. And then this stack here is basically the flip of this. So again, I really do love that border, and that is from Tailored Expressions. There is a border set die, whatever I used and whatever is still available. I will link that in my description box if you want to check all that out. And that pretty much wraps up my video, guys, for the using the single sheets of pattern paper or cardstock. And until my next video, I hope your day is a crafty day. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you all again real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.